Brett, are you game for going first, man?
Oh, absolutely, man.
All
I'm
right.
excited about this little lens.
All right. Let's hear you talk about it.
Yeah, so this is the little Canon 24 to 105 f4 7.1 IS STM. It is considered one of Canon's kit lenses, but as we've seen in the recent past, really, with lens makers from Nikon and Fujifilm, kit lenses aren't really what they used to be anymore. They're actually pretty fantastic lenses, and I'm happy to say that this new Canon kit lens is following in that tradition. You can get it as part of a kit with the new R6 when it comes out at the end of August or at the beginning of September. The R6 comes out. And honestly, if you want a lightweight, very versatile lens, this is going to be a solid option for you. It's about the size of a can of Coke. And in fact, I've done some comparisons, some measurement comparisons. The RF 150, oh sorry, the RF 50 1.2 is roughly the same size as the 24 105L, and this is the size comparison between the two. In terms of diameter, this thing and weight, this thing is tiny. And when you attach it to an R6 or an R, an RA, and RP, it weighs next to nothing, and it's just a joy to walk around and use for long periods of time.
It's not weather sealed, right?
It is not weather sealed, and that is one of the bad things about it.
Um, do you have the lens hood? Did they send it to you?
It does not come with a lens hood. You have to buy the lens hood separately.
No.
Yeah,
Really?
that's
Well,
another
let's
con.
add that to the list of things we're gonna hate.
Yeah, absolutely. So no
Wow.
lens hood. I'm not sure how much it costs. I didn't look that up, but the lens by itself is $3.99. So if you want a lens hood for it, it's going to be $3.99 plus the cost of a lens hood.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
All right. Well, what about the autofocus performance? I mean, you've been testing on both the RA and the R6. What's it like?
exceptional. Absolutely. The speed of the autofocus on both cameras has blown me away, even more so on the R6. There's going to be an image you're going to see coming up here soon of I think it's an egret in flight.
All right.
And
Let me set up the images. Go ahead, though.
yeah, I captured this bird in flight with this lens. Didn't even see the bird coming. It took off from down a bank. It flew past me. And by the time I picked up the camera and saw the bird, man, it acquired focus out of a like 20 frame burst. I think it missed the first 2 frames. And then every other frame after that on that bird, it was in focus.
Let me get that image. You guys can see this, correct?
Yes.
I see a motocross jump.
Yeah, that is not the image. I know exactly the image that he's talking about. I'm just trying to
That's
see.
that's on the R6, Brett.
Yeah, this is the R6. Yep.
Nice.
These are.
These are all motocross.
Yep, I can tell. That
And
is...
these are all
these
straight out of
are-
camera JPEGs too.
Huh. Let me stop the share very quickly. And
Okay.
let me get that image up. I don't know why that didn't come up when I was setting this up. I saw that image too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just like, wait, what happened? Did it not download? If not, I will download that very quickly. I apologize.
But yeah, no problem. But honestly, I've used this lens in a number of situations, and the autofocus performance is just jaw-dropping. It's fantastic. It really is. There's no hesitation. Half press, it locks on. There we go.
There we go. It looks like a painting, man.
It does. It does. And this, I think, was like frame 4 out of a 20 frame burst or so. But this lens, you know, it works perfectly fine with the animal AF that's in the new Canon bodies. And it was actually tracking the eye as this bird flew past me.
This was at 105.
This is the 24 to 105.
No. But were you like zoomed all the way in?
This was at 105, yes.
Nice. Wow, you were close.
Yeah, it took off and flew, it flew straight past us.
It looks like a Pokemon.
It does. But yeah, I was the animal IAF on those new cameras is fantastic, and the fact that this little kit lens is able to fully utilize that feature, it's fantastic, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, totally. When the raw file support for this comes out, this is going to be a great image.
I cannot wait until raw file support comes out.
Yeah. Let me pull up the other images in the meantime.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, I actually used this lens yesterday down at a local racetrack for some drifting and for some motocross, and the same results. I mean, it's doesn't matter what you're shooting; it's gonna find focus fast. And being an STM lens, I imagine there would be some noise to it because it's not an ultrasonic motor, but it's just whisper quiet. It's fantastic.
Now, when you were shooting, it kept everything in focus, like these guys, no problems, like on every shot, or
There was there were a couple of misses. I'm not going to lie, but I mean, 98% of the images are in focus.
that's almost Sony hit rate, it seems
Yeah,
like.
absolutely. And these ones right here, I was trying to do some panning with the Canon on the car with the white car that's going around the corner there.
Uh-huh.
That was at, I think, like 1/60th of a second.
Some missing bumpers.
Yeah, I see that right
Yeah,
That-
I think
That 350Z seen better
there.
days.
Where did it
Yes.
go? I could have sworn I saw one of those images earlier on, but
Yeah, you just had it up a second ago.
the panning shot? No, because I saw that
No,
one.
it was a sideways one where the wheels were slightly out of focus.
Yep.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There you go.
This one?
No.
Nope.
This one.
Go.
Nope.
This
It's a
one.
white car. There we go.
Gotcha.
Down there.
Okay.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, and I
50Z.
think, yeah, and that's with obviously with the 24-105 on the R6. I think that was at 1/60th of a second. I tried to get the wheels blurred just to convey motion, but even as these cars were flying around the track, I mean, this lens had no problems keeping up with the action that was going on.
Mm-hmm. I can tell. That thing is sharp.
Yeah, it's really sharp and it produces nice colors. I mean, again, this is a straight out of camera JPEG.
Jeez.
How many
Yeah.
stops do you get of IS with this?
You know, I think it's
either 7 or 8, right?
yeah, I think this is
I
one
know,
of the
huh?
8.
Oh.
I think this is the 8. Because when I done the update on it, I was able to handhold this for 4-5 seconds.
This is a great one.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love this.
Yeah.
And this is from the same sequence as well. I had the camera in tracking, and servo. So this was all from that same sequence.
Nice.
But yeah, and the same with the
Come on,
bikes
wow.
as well.
For you, is the R6 overheating in stills mode at all?
No. And
Okay.
dude, I was out in 105-degree heat yesterday with that thing, and I was just busting out shots continuously in burst mode, and there's not a problem with it at all for stills.
That's pretty awesome. And this is, I'm guessing it's at 105 and it's at a high ISO, right?
Yes, I believe my ISO was 6400 on this one.
And you still get super sharp images.
Yeah, and even in low light, I mean, it's super sharp and it
It's still
just
the detail
focuses
on the
with no
hairs.
problems. Yep. Yeah, it's incredible. It really is. This was another shot I captured, and it was a burst. So just as I was checking out the tracking on the R6, and again, there was like a 20-25 frame sequence burst I done, and every single shot was razor sharp.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
This
So
is
you can
cool.
see on the shot, and I tried to do it like see how the fall off was
tank?
on the bokeh. Yeah, it's like just a display up there in a local park, and yeah, the fall off is really nice. And this would have been at 105. I've done it at 105, so this is at 7.1.
Wow.
Actually, and that's the bokeh you're getting at 7.1 when you focus up nice and close.
Yeah, that makes sense. How close does this thing focus, or how close have you experienced?
Pretty close. I don't know the exact measurements. I'll have to look that up, but you can get nice and close to your subjects. There's actually a feature in this where you can do a macro type shooting, but you have to go through the menus in the camera to enable it. And I need to play around with it just a little bit more.
That makes sense. This is cool. Gentrification. Awesome. I like it. I really like the contrast of the old against the new, and the reflection of the old in the new.
Definitely.
It's very unique and very, very artistic.
Good old Oklahoma City for you.
Especially that you have a Madison out of Park Avenue. This is impressive, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, this is another panning shot. This is, I think, 1/50th of a second, and this was the first night I got this lens. So you can see just picking it up for the first time, you can go out. It's easy to use. Man, you're not going to have any problems with this lens at all. It's fantastic.
And you still have more work to do with it in low light, right?
Oh, definitely. Lots of work to do with it in low light. But
how close were you to the Dragonfly here?
I'm going to say I was probably about a foot, about 12 inches away. Yep. Absolutely.
Right?
Sorry, what was that, man?
These things don't sting, I remember, right?
No, they don't sting. No,
right.
they just sit down and pose for you.
They just land near you.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep, they'll just chill out.
Yeah, I had one land on my camera the other day when I was taking long exposures.
Oh wow.
Cool.
Yeah. Right by the bridge in Central Park.
Fantastic.
Yeah, these and Daddy Long Legs used to like scare the crap out of me growing up.
Nope. No thanks.
Yeah, still can't do Daddy Long Legs.
Nah. Nope. No thank you to the spiders.
Yeah, no. So this is a really affordable, good lens, it seems like.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, one of the biggest complaints has been from many photographers for a while with Canon's new system is cost of entry for lenses. And honestly, this lens is a $399 lens.
Wow.
And you can go out, you can buy this, stick it on one of the R6, the R, the RP, whatever, and you're going to get a fantastic lens that you can just use for so many different genres of photography. I mean, the only downside is it's not weather sealed. So, I mean, if you do like to get out when it's raining or snowing, this isn't going to be a lens for you. You're going to have to bump up to the L. But this, for the money, is an absolute bargain.
I find it a little weird that Canon is still really just weather sealing the L lenses and not the others, and yet all of the bodies, even down to the RP, are weather sealed.
Yeah, that is a little strange. And, you know, I think we're at a time now where I think all lenses can be weather sealed. There's no issue for them not to be, at least to have a little bit, just even the tiniest amount. You know?
Yeah, at least at the mount. Maybe not up front, you know,
right.
An element, but at least at the mount, you know, all lenses should be sealed. That's one of the easiest things to add to the lens.
Well, that's what Canon used to do. Like for years, they said their lenses are weather sealed, but you fully weather seal them when you put a UV filter on the front. Like if they did that, I'd be all right with it.
Yeah, just same thing with some of the premium third-party options we've seen out there, like Earix and stuff.
Yeah, no. So far, it seems like you're really liking this lens, which, I mean, is great for people on a budget, right?
Yo, definitely. This is a lens I wouldn't hesitate to buy myself if I had a Canon system. I would go out and buy this, and I would just take it for photo walks, just for general purpose work. I'm actually going to put it through. I actually got an event coming up this coming Friday. I'm going to take the R6 along with me, and I'm going to take this lens, and I'm going to see what it does in an event setting as well. So there'll be varying lighting conditions, all different types of stuff going on as well. So that's going to be a good test for it, I think.
Just shoot that thing at 105 the whole time so you stay 6 feet away from everyone.
There you go.
Like, nope, don't come near me.
There you go, yep.
Yeah,
no, that's going to be a good test for it. But yeah, so far, I mean, the whole kit lens thing is just needs to go away because the kit lenses are fantastic, especially this one from Canon.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm trying to remember back in the day of EF, like they had something like this, and I remember when I bought my 5D Mark II, I decided, oh, I found a 24-105 for really cheap, and instead of buying the f4, I bought basically the equivalent of that, and then I was like, crap, but it's variable aperture. It's not really that great, but you're not really having that problem anymore, clearly.
No, absolutely not. We'll say about the variable aperture, you're going to get f4 at 24 millimeters. That's it. As soon as you step out of 24 millimeters, you're down to 4.5. By 50 millimeters, you're at f5.6, and by 80, you're at 7.1. But honestly, with the high ISO performance of cameras these days, it's a non-issue. It really is.
Yeah, that makes sense, especially with the R6. Like you were showing off those high ISO images that were great.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a non-issue. You can just shoot away at whatever you want. You're going to get sharp images with this lens.
Yeah. When you get a chance, man, send me a I was gonna say send me a raw file for a print, but we can't process the raw files yet. Or we could,
Not
but
yet.
I mean, I don't really like Canon software. I don't know about you guys. I've
What,
never
you don't
have.
want to use EOS utility to process your
No,
RAWs?
and you know, I've been converting to DNG as well, and then importing them into Capture One, and I still just don't want to mess with them. I want to get native support before I draw any conclusions. So yeah, it's a shame that it's not available right now.
Yeah. Paul, to answer your question, no, I don't want to vomit in my mouth. I think I'm all right. The last time I used that software, I don't know, man. My MacBook like almost melted the cover that was on the table. Like there was a tablecloth, and I was like, Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
when
this
we were
thing got
down in
hot.
Atlanta?
Wow.
No. The last time I did it was Yellowstone with the 6D Mark II.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that. Well, in general. Well, you know what? Well, I'll save this. I'll save this for our next segment.
All right, guys. I'll let you